The children of Israel's got a problem. God's people's got a problem. They're being malnourished. They're not being fed in the ways of the Lord. They're living in oppression. And God has a solution to the problem. He calls Gideon. God's called Gideon to deliver the people, and he's sending out and getting bukus and bukus of mainly farmers and hunters and just good old boys to go against these huge army of the Midianites that are without number. You mean to tell me 10,000 people is going to go up against this whole nation of people? Well, something ain't jiving there, Lord. I don't know about that. That's what he said. Look in verse 4. More good news. And the Lord said unto Gideon, the people are yet too many. What? Are you serious? What in the world? The people are yet too many. Bring them down into the water, and I will try them for thee there. So God had a plan. He said, Gideon, you're going to do it with less than 10,000. And they blew the trumpet, and brake the pitchers, and held the lamps in their left hands, and the trumpets in their right hands, to blow withal. And they cried, the sword of the Lord and of Gideon. And guess what happened? These big, bad soldiers who had all these weapons took off running like a bunch of little sissies. You know, it all happened so fast. The sword of the Lord and of Gideon. Pow! And they all went to scrambling around. Whoa! See, they thought they were surrounded. There was only 300 people with Gideon. And thousands and thousands and thousands of the whole valley full of Midianites. And when that happened, it put fear on all those people, and they ran scampering. They were killing each other, it says. Just running over each other, running over tents, camels going this way, this going that way. See, God won with Gideon and his little tiny group of people. And see, we have to remember that this principle here, the sword of the Lord and of Gideon. God was able to use Gideon and just a handful of people to take on and defeat the whole Midianite army. And what can we learn from this today? Well, first of all, nothing is impossible with God. When you have Jesus Christ in your life and you put Him first in your life, nothing is impossible. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. See, the enemy wants to come in just like he did Gideon and discourage you and put you down. You can't do this. You're defeated. You're worthless. You're garbage. See, don't believe those lies from the wicked one. Jesus loves you. Jesus died for you. Jesus is willing to use us as His vessels down here. Yeah, we may go through some sufferings. We may go through some trials and some testings and some all this kind of stuff. But He's right there with us. We can remember, even in sickness. Maybe somebody's dealing with sickness. Do like Gideon. Hey, the sword of the Lord and of Gideon. There's a whole bunch of stuff against me. But God don't need many. The sword of the Lord and of Gideon. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Repeat that back. Send it back. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I'm more than a conqueror through Him that loves me. By His stripes I am healed. Psalms 103, bless the Lord, O my soul, forget not all His benefits, who forgiveth all thine iniquities, who healeth all thy diseases. You got to stand on it, suit up in battle with it. You know, it may not happen overnight if you've got some kind of sickness, but see, over time, when you begin to feed your spirit those promises of God that you can stand on, see, anything is possible. Jesus said, if you have faith as a grain of mustard seed, and say unto this mountain, be removed, it'll listen to you. And we have to remember that today. Whatever comes our way, hey, the sword of the Lord and of Gideon. You know, the sword of the Lord and of Gideon. Shout it. Get your trumpet out. The sword of the Lord and of Gideon, baby. Whatever's coming against us. You know, maybe it's spiritual warfare. You're just dealing with all these negative thoughts coming in. You're just being harassed all the time and tormented all the time by negative forces. See, it applies in spiritual warfare. When you're going through times and seasons, cause you will if you're a believer, where it seems like you stirred the hornet's nest up and you're in internal suffering somehow or another. You can quote, it works the same way. Hey, get behind me, Satan, the sword of the Lord and of Gideon. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. We can have confidence in God and His Word and His promises to us. We can fast, we can pray. Hey, we got all these tools at our disposal down here. If you're wrestling with a lot of spiritual warfare and stuff, hey, put a fast on. That's what Jesus did. And then He quoted back, love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, with all thy strength, with all thy mind. See, if there's fiery darts coming into your mind, maybe it's wicked thoughts, perverted thoughts, dirty thoughts, this stuff, that's an attack. See, and you can say, nip it, the sword of the Lord and of Gideon. It is written, love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, soul, strength, and mind. And see, when you quote that word, that's what can reestablish the faith there.